What's going on, moviegoers? So if you're new to the channel, my name is Christian. Welcome to SeaWorld Productions. So many great topics to jump into, you guys. It's been a wild, hectic week, so I couldn't cover anything. So I'm hoping to cover everything in today's video, you guys. It was New York Comic Con this weekend. So we're going to be talking about James Gunn and DC Studios there, Creature Commandos, and a little brief small updates. Nothing overly big, but it's exciting. We're going to be talking about Tom Holland in Spider-Man 4, how he came out with this massive interview talking about his experience with Marvel and Sony and what they expect for Spider-Man 4. We're going to be talking about other inside scoops and details, you guys. I am excited. And the second trailer for Wolfman, you guys. I have my thoughts. But let's first talk about James Gunn. Now, James Gunn was there along with some of the cast for Creature Commandos. Creature Commandos is an animated series going to be releasing on Max in December. And yes, you guys, it's canon to the DCU. And it's animated. So eventually, these actors and actresses who are voicing these characters will transition to live action, which I love that idea, by the way. I love it. It's brilliant. I think it's a great move, especially introducing these group of characters that a lot of people, including myself, aren't too familiar with. So, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm not overly excited about Creature Commandos. I've seen the trailers, I've seen the footage. It looks okay to me, but I wasn't excited for the Penguin. I mean, I saw, the trailers for the Penguin, and, I was like, whatever. I'm not excited. Saw that first episode, hooked. The best show of the year, you guys. I can't wait. Today's Sunday, so I can't wait for tonight's episode, you guys. I low-key got a crush on Sophia Falcone. I'm so pumped for tonight, you guys. I'm gonna bake me some cookies, and I'm gonna watch me the newest episode of The Penguin. I am so excited. But continuing on with James Gunn in the DCU, you guys. So he's there. He mentioned a couple of things about certain projects. Obviously, he can't talk about too much. He talks about Superman. They are hardcore in the editing phase right now. He praises David Corenswet. He's literally said he's gonna blow people the F away with his performance, which I'm really excited about because I've only seen him in Pearl, which I loved, you guys. So the fact that he's really praising the lead of this movie is really, really exciting. I mean, I'm already excited for Superman. We got the first reveal of Crypto. He even mentioned Crypto at the DC panel. And it's just really, really good to see. Like, it's all passion when Gunn talks about the DCU. It's all passion and love. And that's what I love so much about it. He's taking so much care with these characters that, they're really going to be developed in the right way so that the fans will be satisfied. I cannot wait. He also talked about, Lanterns and the casting of Aaron Pierre, and how he was almost casted as Adam Warlock in Guardians of the Galaxy. So I was like, dang, so you and Gunn have had some history there. So, he's seen him test screen for a couple of, auditions that he's had. So, he's already probably in the back of his mind for John Stewart for Lanterns, which I cannot wait for, you guys. I'm so excited for Lanterns. Just to see Kyle Chandler and Aaron Pierre together, you guys, as, Hal and John Stewart. I mean, we are in for a treat with this Lantern series. It is going to be amazing. Then he talked about a little bit about Supergirl, how they start shooting in January in the UK. Apparently the script is absolutely tremendous. It seems like everything is going according to plan right now for Gunn. Now, I don't expect this to be a smooth sailing ship all the way through for every single project, because in reality, that's not how the world works. Even Marvel's had its phase or its struggles, and I do expect Gunn to struggle a little bit with the DCU, but I have total 110% faith in everything he is doing right now, leading us fans with this brand new universe, you guys. I think he is going to do absolutely wonderful. I can't wait. I mean, Lanterns, Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. I'm still hoping for some updates on the Swamp Thing. I mean, I'm really pumped to see these characters really fleshed out with the authentic versions from the comic books adapted onto the live screen, you guys. Even if it's, an animated series as well, I'm pretty sure, it's going to be damn near perfect. Even speaking about Creature Commandos, Creature Commandos, and, the reason why they wanted to do Creature Commandos first was because after Peacemaker, you guys, and this was before he was CEO, he had already written Creature Commandos for, Warner Brothers. And they're like, well, I already wrote in this project. let's just push it out and, eventually create these characters live action, which is kind of awesome. I mean, Warner Brothers loved the Suicide Squad. They loved Peacemaker, so they really wanted to give this guy the keys to everything. I'm like, yo, just create for us and you'll do your thing. I mean, James Gunn hasn't missed you guys, like, at all. The Guardians of the Galaxy trilogy is absolutely phenomenal. The holiday special, I mean, he is on a roll. The Suicide Squad, which I really loved. Peacemaker season 1 I thought was phenomenal. He even praises John Cena for Peacemaker season 2, really saying he was good in Peacemaker season 1, but he's never seen anything like this adaptation of, like, literally just transforming into an even better actor for Peacemaker season 2. So I'm excited to see John Cena, you guys. I mean, like I said, I love the first season. I'm really pumped to see where they go with the second season. It's going to be interesting. And even talked a little bit about, canon from the DCEU transferring over to the DCU. So, like, things like, Rick Flag being dead in the Suicide Squad. That is going to remain canon and be referenced in future projects like Creature Commandos. It makes all the sense in the world. You can't bring back the character. And like I said, the Suicide Squad, Peacemaker season 1, it is canon to the brand new DCU, you guys. I'm super pumped. But that's pretty much it for the updates for James Gunn. Nothing too drastic, like I said. Small little brief updates. Oh, and even talked about the Superman trailer. He said, not too late, not too soon. Or not too soon, not too late. So eventually it will come. There were still rumors and speculations that, it could hit sometime later at the end of the year. We have the Super Bowl in February, guys. So they got something cooking. I mean, come on now. They have something for Superman and it's ready to go. And I can't wait. I am super excited about that. Moving on to the next topic, you guys. Tom Holland and Spider-Man. Boy, oh boy. So Tom Holland, he kind of talked about his experience with Sony and Marvel and how he signed this 6-picture deal when he was 18. And that 6-picture deal is over. It's done, right? So, he did Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3. He did his trilogy. Then he did, Avengers Infinity War. And he did, Avengers Endgame. Hold on, 6-picture deal? Oh, no. Oh, Civil War. Sorry. So he was in Civil War, his Spider-Man trilogy, Infinity War, and Endgame. And obviously, he probably signed a brand new contract with Sony and Marvel moving forward. But he talked a bit about it in a little bit of, some detail of how, in the earlier years, he didn't really have the ability to say no. So he was pretty much a yes guy because obviously you're the new kid on the block. You're 18 years old. You're 19, 20. You're just starting out. You're trying to make it. And they're giving you millions of dollars to play Spider-Man. But now since he's much older, he's a more mature actor. He has so many other titles underneath his belt. He's a Marvel MCU veteran now. He's saying that he has the capability of learning when to say no. This isn't right for the character. This isn't right for me, which I love. That shows so much growth within Tom Holland. And you can really tell he cares about the character. I mean, he even said he read a script. One of the drafts was Zendaya. They said they really, really liked it. And, they said it still needs a little bit of work, but they said they really, really enjoyed it. So I was like, okay, man, this is we're headed in the right direction. And obviously, Robert Downey Jr. coming back, he said he's talked to him about him returning as Dr. Doom. And, they've been, talking to each other and he's been kind of giving him some advice because, why not? Robert Downey Jr., he's the person to go to if you want advice in an acting career, I feel like. I mean, look where he came from. And look where he is at now, you guys. He just won an Oscar for Oppenheimer. So he's doing wonderful things. And now he's returned to the MCU, guys, for another huge payday as Dr. Doom. So, look, I'm excited for Spider-Man 4. Even the little small brief updates, he said that they're really, they're headed with the full head of steam for Spider-Man 4. Daniel Destin Creighton is directing the film. He even talked about Miles Morales and he would love to do that and, kind of take him underneath his wing and kind of mentor him, kind of like Robert Downey Jr. did with Tom Holland. I was like, we would all love a Miles Morales done by Marvel Studios and not Sony. I'm just hoping Sony doesn't be like, oh, we're going to do, our own version of Miles Morales. So there's no need. You guys can have Peter Parker. We'll do Miles Morales. That would suck all kinds of balls, you guys. But I'm excited for Spider-Man 4. I'm hoping everything really turns out great and the story's good. Tom talked about how he didn't just want to do a movie just for the sake of doing a movie. He was like, no, this has to be right for the character. This has to be, do service for the fans. And I'm like, that's what I love to hear. Like, he's not going to just make a Spider-Man 4 because Sony wants to make a Spider-Man 4. He's like, no, it has to service the character and it has to be done right. Think about this, you guys. No other Spider-Man has had a solo fourth Spider-Man movie. Tobey Maguire was days away from shooting Spider-Man 4. Axed. Andrew Garfield only did The Amazing Spider-Man 2. So this is in new territory right now for Spider-Man as a character, you guys. Spider-Man 4. Especially if they introduce Noel. Speaking of Noel, you guys, good segue. We got another brand new look at Noel and even a voiceover by rumored actor to be playing him, Andy Serkis. He sounds terrified. He looks great. I'm like, oh my God. Now is the marketing push. Venom comes out next week. I'm seeing it on Friday, you guys. They're throwing him in the mix for the marketing to do that last final marketing push. And I think it's a brilliant idea because Noel, you guys, is a extremely multiverse powerful character. So to have him in Venom and then potentially lead up to other big events, which they kind of already confirmed, they talked about, Noel's not just a one and done trick. They're going to continue on this character and more stories that could potentially, it's already been rumored, lead to Spider-Man 4. We are in the multiverse saga in the MCU. There is a possibility. And now that the symbiote is in the MCU, it makes all kinds of sense. No, baby, I am down with it. I'm so excited. I cannot wait, you guys. And the last three topics, you guys, we're going to be talking about how it's rumored that Thanos could return to the MCU in Avengers Secret Wars, which makes all the sense in the world. I mean, Josh Brolin is down for some more of that Disney Marvel money. And we all love the character Thanos. Thanos was great in the Infinity Saga, and I would love to see more Thanos. King Thanos, that is. And I want to see Doctor Doom absolutely decimate Thanos in Secret Wars. Or can you imagine Doom is building up his own Avengers, with these multiverse villains, and Thanos is a part of them? Oh my goodness. That would be absolutely crazy. So, and of course, a lot of fans want to see Thanos return. Thanos was such a monumental character. He was so important to the Infinity Saga. He's up there with Darth Vader, with one of the greatest villains of all time. So, yes to more Thanos, you guys. And the Wolverine John Byrne suit in Deadpool and Wolverine, you guys. Apparently, that costume cost $100,000 to make. $100,000. Which is wild to me, but I am glad they did it. It's worth every penny spent because it is beautiful. All the different costumes that they made in Deadpool and Wolverine, you guys, it paid off for the legacy of Hugh Jackman and Wolverine because all the costumes that we got in the earlier X-Men movies just never did it justice. It didn't. The black leather was cheap because, they wanted to go in the route of the Matrix and, the black look, all that. It was terrible. So I'm glad that we are getting these comic book iterations, these adaptations that are so perfect, you guys, on the big screen. I want to see more. That whole scene of him coming around the corner, around the tree, and then doing the claw, and the Hulk reflection, you guys, the suit was just gorgeous. I'm hoping that we see that suit in his next appearance in the MCU. That is going to be really exciting. And to close out today's video, you guys, we're going to be talking about the second trailer to Wolfman. Now, I am not overly pumped for the design. I do think this second trailer was great. I really enjoyed it. Why didn't I react to it? Because, the whole copyright claim, and I didn't want to deal with it. I'm just like, I'm over it. Universal, as soon as I upload it, Universal's like, give me that, and that affects the whole YouTube algorithm, and I'm just not with that. So, Wolfman, there was a glimpse of him again, and that design still looks similar to what I saw at Halloween Horror Nights. So I'm still concerned for the design. I don't know how it will eventually look. I don't. But from what I'm seeing, the silhouette and the face, the structure, it's not doing for me. It's not. Even though I did like the trailer, Julia Gardner looks like she's going to be a great piece for this film. I love The Invincible Man. I still think this movie has potential to do great, especially if they're trying to modernize Wolfman. But I'm hoping that it's just not modernizing the character with his design. Like, he wouldn't look like a full-blown wolf. He's going to still have some skin, but, he's going to have some hair down here, some claws, and his eye. I want the full transformation. I'm sorry. I want the American Werewolf in London. I want the Monster Squad. You know what I mean? What else? What am I drawing a blank right now on werewolves? Why am I drawing a complete blank on werewolves? The Howling, you name it. I want to see a great transformation. It is important. I want the original Wolfman. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's the only thing I'm concerned with is the final look and design of the character. Everything else, the aesthetic, the feel, the story feels right. It feels contained. I like it. I think it's brilliant. But the look. That's all I got to say about Wolfman. But post your comments down below. Let me know what you guys think about any kind of updates, brief discussions that James Gunn had for DC Studios at New York Comic-Con, or Tom Holland Spider-Man, talking about Spider-Man 4 in this whole interview. And what do you guys think about Wolfman's design and the trailer for Wolfman. Thoughts and opinions, post your comments down below. And of course, thank you guys for taking time out of your day for watching C-Roll Productions. Peace.